Hello, it's only me, Claire Baker, former Clutterholic, founder of clutterclearing.net. Now, I have shown you my living room before, and today I want to show you what would traditionally be a dining room, but as you may already be aware, is not a dining room in our house, and I'll show you how it is multifunctional to fulfill the needs that we have for that space. However, I wanted to just show you the thing that is called our cat soup highway, and I have my trusty assistants here. We've got Stanley and we have Gatsby. Dora's just disappeared, but if I shake the sweetie jar she might turn up, and hopefully Stanley is going to show us just how this works. Now, we do have what we call the sweetie wall game, so handful of sweeties, ready guys? And they will now go looking for them. If I get Stanley, right, yours are up there, right, eat them quickly, then over here, come, Stanley, over here, and he will, I've put sweets on the shelves, so he will now move all the way down. So we will carry on, you'll probably see him in the background as he works his way along to get the sweeties. Very food motivated is our Stanley, bless him. So I just wanted you to show that because I think it's quite cute. Hours of fun watching our cats. Don't need a TV in our house. Good boy. Okay, so welcome to what would traditionally be our dining room, but since lockdown we haven't actually used this room as a dining room. We converted it into a gym, but it's not just a gym. So there we go, good boy. So as you will see here is our new home multi-gym, which we use most mornings very early. We did used to have a dining room table and chairs here, but we just don't need them, especially as a result of the pandemic. Get Stanley, over here. That's it. Go on. He will make his way along the wall, probably. Yeah, since the beginning of lockdown, we obviously don't need a dining room because we're not entertaining. Not that we really entertained much beforehand, to be honest. But we decided to get rid of the dining room table and chairs and replace it with a home gym, because we did used to go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. We were definitely feeling the downside of not going to the gym. Wasn't sure when the gym was going to open, so we decided to invest in a home gym. So that kind of takes pride of place in this room. So you could say that this is now our home gym. However, come across this time. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can do it. So, sorry, distraction. Oh, now Dora's coming. No, Dora's coming because she wants to find out what's going on. You're a bit too late. Dora, are there any over here? Are there any here? Yeah. Okay. Obviously the gym takes pride of place and is used in the mornings, but it's not the only function of this room. We do have, as you can see, how to use different exercises on the wall. That's my husband's side of the wall. We do have a mirror. That's actually for the cats. They're quite tart-like. They like to look at themselves in the mirror, but my husband, I think, does use that to make sure he's doing the exercises correctly as well. But we do have other uses in this room. So if you look up, you will see there is an outdoor washing line indoors, as you do. Now that's because we don't have a dryer, we don't have a washer dryer, we just have a washing machine. And we would prefer to dry things naturally. So on wash day, which is Fridays, if the weather is bad outside and we can't hang it in the garden, we will hang it indoors. It doesn't interfere with the gym, because the gym is something that we do at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's not going to interfere with the washing. We're not having to do our workout with unmentionables hanging from the washing line. As you can see here, here are some that are waiting to be ironed on the washing line. So it is very useful, and it does take a whole wash load when we do the washing. It is also a laundry room, not just for the washing, but the ironing board is usually hidden behind the gym here. And in our cupboard here, now this in most other houses I believe in our street is just a storage cupboard, but we don't need the storage cupboard. When I bought this house I actually converted this into a downstairs toilet. And just inside on the wall is where the iron is stored. So the the ironing board is here, the iron is there. When we are taking out the washing from the washing machine, we use the basket that lives here, and we also use the hangers that live in a box just under here as well. Okay, so again, everything that we need for laundry is here. Household cleaning is also in this room. The Hoover is usefully hidden down behind here, because this is where our outdoor coats live. We don't have a hallway, we just have a porch, and they're too big and bulky to store there. So these are our outdoor coats. All it is a clothes rail that is fitted to either side of the wall, and they hang there, and it's a very convenient place for them to live. We also have a shelf, and here we have an extension lead, so it's a bit of a DIY, I suppose. And then we have a basket here, which matches these baskets here. And Stanley has now made his way to my basket. Now, this is sentimental, this basket. No, there's no sweeties up there, sorry. No, you've eaten them all. You have. This basket is sentimental because this is one that I actually bought when I would have been about 14, I think, 13, 14, for doing home economics at school. So on a Wednesday I would take that basket in with ingredients, and then I would bring it home with something lovely that had been made in my home economics class. We now use that, well, obviously the cats like to go in there, but on wash day, when everything's dry, when we take it down the following day, that's the underwear basket. So again, multiple uses. So yes, sorry, I was saying, there's a basket there of cat food. Now that is their weekend food. They have gourmet pate cat food at the weekends. I know it's ridiculous, this house is completely revolving around the cats. And it lives in there, so that's their weekend food. And then we have the cat buffet here. Because with 3 cats plus a stray that we feed, we get through an awful lot of food. And we have a very simple system. So there are 2 flavours, 2 fish flavours. In that one, meat, fish, meat, so we alternate. It's probably made out of the same meat, to be honest, just different flavours. And then we use a feather so that we can remember which was the last one that they had. So although I'm not big on storage, you know, these are practical storage for something that is very much used and needed. The cat bells live on the dresser, as do their sweetie balls. They'll probably come running again. Just to keep their brains active, they have to play with this to get yeah, here we go, Gatsby. To get the dried food out of the little hole. That keeps them amused for hours. And what else do we have? Yes, so their cutlery is here as well. As you can probably see, we have our little hall of fame for our cats. So here are the 3 that we currently have, and here are our past cats. We lost Madam earlier this year, bless her, and that was her sister. That was my first ever cat, Betty. So we like, this is kind of like a cat area, if you like. They had their cat milk. I store my water here because I drink a bottle of sparkling water each and every day. What else? And we have a radio, which is used because I listen to the radio while I'm on the gym doing my workout in the morning. This is part of the gym, so that lives there. My yoga mat for when I do my TRE, stress management exercise each week, and the mats are here as well for that. And Dora's play fighting with her siblings. Cat sticks, that's their lunch, that's where they live. This is where the towels for the downstairs toilet and the kitchen live. So we have two, one that's in use and one that's in the wash. So the spare one lives here along with the tea towels. Now, we do have here some mats, some table mats. And although you could say, well, hang on, Claire, you haven't got a dining room table, why do you need table mats? We do have a table in the garden, so if we did decide to eat outside, we would use those table mats. We haven't this year, but we'll see whether we do next year. Gatsby. Cat food is stored in the cupboard underneath, along with mats, and yeah, that's your food. And cat litter tray. Cat litter, even though we don't use cat litter, it's good just to have a little bit just in case. You just checking that out, making sure that's all okay, Gatsby. Yeah, cupboard, love it. Their water bowl, obviously. This is their feeding area, so they all know their spots. So when you get their bowls out at dinner time or breakfast, they'll come and sit in the appropriate place. In the order that they sit in. And then here is our music centre. So my husband's about 1,200 CDs are all kept here on shelves that he's made. They go in the alcove very nicely. You wouldn't know that they were there, and then all I did was put a net in front so that it's shielded, so it's not quite so in your face. So as you can see, there are an awful lot of multiple functions of this room. Different times of the day, it's in different uses. There is actually a fireplace behind this dresser. And although I love open fires, when we were looking at the gym and the sizes of it, this dresser used to be on this other wall, and it just wasn't going to work with leaving it there. We couldn't have fitted the gym in, so we decided to put the dresser in front of the fireplace because it was a much better use of the space. And I suppose the last thing really, this is my motivational wall here. Again, you may recognise that I track the days that I am doing my eating plan, where I don't eat carbs, don't eat sugar, and when I do workouts. So green dots are when I do workout, orange is when I don't eat carbs and sugar. I have it there on the wall because it's nice and easy. I have my little stickers here that I can just pop on there day by day. And it also means that when I'm on this gym doing a particular exercise, I can actually see that. And it really helps, sorry Stanley, it really helps motivate me, because obviously I want to keep the chain of stickers going for as long as possible. So that's my motivational tool. So as you can see, a multi-use room in every sense of the word. Thank you, Stanley, Gatsby and Dora, for demonstrating. It really is important to me that everyone knows that we are not clearing our clutter to create a show home. Show homes, in my mind, are exhausting because they need to be maintained. And the amount of time and energy and effort that is required to maintain them, in my mind, is huge. I'd much rather be doing something else instead. It's really important that you make a room, an area, work for you. This wouldn't work for people who don't do gym workouts, who don't have cats. It just wouldn't work for them. But it works for us. As and when and if we ever moved, then we would paint this all magnolia, we would take down all the cat shelves, we would move the gym and put a table in, maybe renting a table or getting a cheap one from a charity shop, so that we could stage this room as a dining room, so that anybody who was looking around the property to buy it could see and imagine it as a dining room. because in most circumstances this room would be used as a dining room. But for us right now it works better like this, and we'll worry about you know, what other people need to be able to imagine it as later on, as and when and if we ever moved. So it's really important that you make sure that your home works for you. Make the rooms function as you need to make them function. Like I say, in here it is a gym, it is a cat room, it is a buffet service, it is a laundry room, it is an activity centre. It has multiple uses that work for us. So please make sure that you make your home work for you. I hope that's been useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.